you for joining me. So today's reading is the person on your mind. Do they care about you? Okay, and we have 4 groups for you to choose from. It's going to be very quick readings, I believe anyway. So yeah, let's see what comes out. Right, we have 4 groups. We have group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you do want to pause the video so you can take some time to choose your group, feel free. I shall see you all in your readings. Hi, if you've chosen the first group, the rainbow fluorite, then this reading is for you. So the person on your mind, do they care about you? All right, so we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, they definitely care about you. It feels like they definitely see you as someone who is, top tier. They see you as their counterpart, or their equal, depending on who you're asking about. But they see themselves as your King of Wands. They see themselves as your Emperor. You're very beautiful to this person as well. They enjoy being around you. They enjoy being with you. They love how outgoing you are as well. It feels like you impact this person in a very positive way. Like, you make them feel super confident. Another reason why they like you so much, they feel like they have a lot of fun with you, or they feel like there is a potential to have a lot of fun with you. They like how well off you are and successful you are. They like how much you take care of yourself. They like how career focused you are as well, or they just kind of like the career that you're in or the job that you have. They could feel like it's very attractive, the kind of role that you have in your work. They also think you're a little sexy when you get angry too. They love how passionate you are, or how passionate you can get about certain things. And they love the moments where you're very optimistic as well, or if this is about a specific moment, where you were super optimistic about something, then it made you very endearing to them. You make this person feel very strong as well. Like they can do anything. Do you have more from this card? So they also like how you embrace your independence, but in a way where it is also inclusive of them or other people, They love how you treat other people as well. They like how you're not combative, even though you could be, It feels like they like how soft you are, but it doesn't negate your strength either, Do you have more from this? But they also like how assertive and brave you are too. So we have I'm spying on you, peekaboo. So they also like how attentive you are, but this is also coming out as this person. They could be spying on you. I don't know. I think spying could be the wrong word. But it feels like they could check up on you quite a bit. Do you have more from this? You also have talk dirty to me. So if any of you have a bit of a potty mouth, then they really like that about you. For some of you though, they really like when you're assertive in certain moments, For some of you here, they do like how sexual you are. So we have a nice house, 2 kids and a dog. Again, depending on who you're asking about, they could see themselves having a family with you as well. We also have healing. So they love how nurturing you are, you know, either to them or to other people, just in general, you know. We also have nothing will stand in my way. So if any of you do resonate with being ambitious, they love that about you. They also feel this way about you as well. We have I'm not with all the drama. So I don't know, this is coming out in 2 different ways. Either you don't get involved with drama, maybe you're like maybe you watch it, you know, maybe you are on the like sidelines, but you're not directly involved in it. But for others of you, this could be something that's going on currently, and the person likes the fact that you're not actually the one caught up in this conflict and in this drama. So we have house, home. So this person, they could like the way you keep your house, they could like the way you keep your home. But there's other, like for some of you, they kind of just see you as someone who's very solid, which they like about you. Do you have more from this card? They also like how grounded you are. They could feel like you're very down to earth, which they like about you. We also have let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life self to the world. They love how attractive you are, you know, they love how you show up in the world, whether this be how you dress, how you know, present yourself, how you speak. Maybe you allow yourself to stand out, and they really love that about you. You know, we have the Queen of Wands, and she is considered, I feel like, the most, you know, beautiful queen or sexiest queen, I don't know. But yeah, you definitely stand out, and this person loves that about you. Maybe you're not afraid to stand out, you know. And we also have celebrate life, make your life a celebration. So some of that was clarified by the 4 of Wands. Some of you could have achieved something, so they could love all of your achievements. This could be a recent achievement, but they like how you celebrate yourself. They like how maybe like how you celebrate other people as well. Do you have more from this card? But yeah, they feel like you're someone they can have a lot of fun with. But that is all I have for this group. I do hope it can make sense, be helpful. But yeah, that is all I have. So take care, be good and be safe, right? Hey there, if you've chosen the second group, then this reading is for you. The person on your mind, do they care about you? Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. So it definitely feels like they do care about you. It feels like they care that you're vulnerable, or they care that you are in a vulnerable position. if you're not demanding of the person you're asking about, they like you because of that. They like that you're not pushy. They may even like that you're not ambitious or overly ambitious. If you consider yourself quite chill, or can see why this person considers you chill, they like that about you. They like that you've given up on something as well. Maybe something that you were extremely passionate about, or something that made you really happy. They care about you seeing them as protective. They're not really showing up, on my side anyway, they're not really showing up as actually wanting to be protective of you. But if you see this person as protective of you, they like that you view them that way. They care about you and they like you because you compromise with them, you know? Um, and they also like looking after you when you're not strong, or feeling like they can be, your rock. But let's see what else we got. So we have it's a problem. So for some of you, like, it feels like this person, they care about you, but maybe they don't want to care about you as much as they do care about you. They could feel like their care and their feelings for you create some type of problem. They could feel like they care about you too much. This could be in comparison to how you care or feel about them. They could actually feel like, I wasn't expecting this, but they could feel like you don't care about them, but they care about you. So we have, oh, so you think I'm stupid. So they may even feel quite silly and naive, for caring about you as much as they do. Like, I wasn't expecting this, but it feels like, yeah. So what we have here, it looks like I'm paying attention, but really I'm mapping out your nakedness in my mind. So they actually feel like you want them to be vulnerable. They feel like you want them to have their guard down. But they feel like you don't really have the best intentions with it though. So we also have, I will do everything in my power to protect you. So yeah, they could feel protective over you, but from a distance, So we also have, I judged you way too quickly. So they do feel like they judged you way too quickly. I had to pause the video to clarify. It feels like initially they saw you as the Four of Wands energy. Maybe, if you're asking about someone in a romantic context, they initially felt like you were someone that they were compatible with, or someone they could enjoy good times with, enjoy success and stability with. But it feels like right now they view you as the Hierophant in reverse. Someone that they can't be committed to, or someone they're not compatible with, or someone who just, doesn't want the same things as them. Yeah, for some of you, they could feel like you don't make enough of an effort when initially they thought you would. So we also have I loved you too much. Yeah, so it feels like this person, they feel as though they loved you too much. They feel like they cared about you too much, but it weren't really reciprocated. Or they kind of just feel like they were doing too much when maybe they shouldn't have been. Do you have more from this card? Yeah. We also have bathroom, flush away all that no longer serves you. So they feel like you are, or you're still holding on to things and people that aren't really the best for you. They feel like it gets in between you both. They could feel like it gets in between the conversation, or the way you guys communicate with one another. Yeah, but I feel like they're more focused on themselves right now because they feel like that's the best thing for them to do. We also have control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. Yeah, so they could feel like you have control issues. They could feel like you have tried to control them. But it feels like they kind of want to invest in themselves. They don't want to, be stuck in that energy anymore. It doesn't feel like they've moved on from you or anything like that. It feels like they do still care about you, but it feels like they do have some regrets as to how much they cared about you, or as to how much, they've maybe done for you. And finally, we have energy of love. So yeah, they do still care about you, but they kind of just feel like they need to put themselves first. But yeah, that is all I have for this group. Be good and be safe, all right? Take care. Hey, if you've chosen the Black Obsidian, then this reading is for you, the person on your mind. Do they care about you? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, the person you're asking about, they aren't showing up as caring about you. They feel like you are boring in comparison to them, which I don't really feel like is true. For some of you, it feels like they think like you don't jump when they ask you to anymore. So for that reason, like maybe before, if they asked you to go here or go there, like you'd be, down to, for going with them, or stuff like that. But right now, they see you as not really, doing that for them anymore. So now, because you're not doing that for them, they see you as not being as exciting or as fun with, as them, if that makes sense. So yeah, it feels like you guys are just doing your own thing, which this person has taken issue with. It feels like you don't live to entertain this person, and it feels like they expect you to, or they could expect a few other people to as well in their life. And for some, they simply don't care about you because you don't care about them, or you're showing less care towards them. They feel like you don't make an effort with them. It feels like they expect or expected you to be more generous with them as well. They feel like you're too work or career focused. They could feel like you're focused on boring things, if that makes sense. But for you, it could just be things that kind of brings you stability or brings you peace, brings you happiness. So yeah. Yeah, they just feel like you're just paying more attention to other areas of your life. They think that you want wealth. They feel like you want status as well. And they feel like you're excelling them or outgrowing them. And they kind of just feel disconnected towards you, and they feel like a sense of apathy towards you as well. They feel like you kind of were irresponsible in regards to them. They feel like you just don't care about them like that anymore. But yeah, it feels like they expect you to help and support them. They also think that you're jealous of them, you know? That's coming out as false, like that's coming out as not true, but in their perspective, they feel like you're jealous of them. Why do they feel that way? The best way I could describe why they feel like you're jealous of them is because your head is not up their ass. You know, it feels like maybe, I don't know, maybe other people put this person on a pedestal, maybe the other people jump when this person, you know, says to, maybe people kind of praise them and kind of gas them up, and it feels like you don't do that, and for that reason they could feel like you're jealous, you know? So we have I want to make love to you. I don't know who you're asking about, but for some of you, they could feel like you're attracted to them. Yeah, I don't know who you're asking about, but they feel like you want to have sex with them. Yeah, they could feel like you're into them low key. Wait, hold on. Actually, they could feel like your interest in them is quite obvious, actually. So we also have you need to let this go. It feels like you could have recognized that this person won't give you what you want, what you need, maybe in terms of, you know, long term, maybe they're good for short term pleasure, you know, but they feel as though you have let them go because that was clarified by the Five of Swords. I mean, maybe there, I don't know if there has been some type of conflict, some type of struggle between you both. That could be the reason why they feel like you need to let them go, but it feels like they've also recognized that they aren't giving you what you need. So yeah, they feel like that's the reason why you are letting them go ultimately. We also have don't judge me. So if this person has judged you a lot in the past, they feel like you don't want that energy around you anymore. They feel like you don't want to be judged by them. They also feel like you're kind of hurt by their judgments as well. So that could be another reason why they feel as though you've kind of distanced yourself from them. We also have wild thoughts. I don't know how this is relevant, but they do think you overthink a lot. We also have I want to feel your skin against my own. So I don't know if this is true or not, but they feel like you wanted to be physical with them, but that they didn't really reciprocate. We also have I'm not the forgiving kind of person. Yeah, they think that you don't forgive them. They think that you won't forgive them, or that you're just not forgiven when it comes to them. Yeah, they think that you're over them right now. So we also have lottery, bet on yourself. Yeah, they feel like you're choosing yourself right now. We also have unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for answers and healing. Yeah, they feel like you're not worried about them anymore, you know. They feel like you've released them. Do they feel like they were a burden? They don't necessarily feel like they were a burden to you, but they may recognize that they had some behaviors or treatments towards you that you didn't like or you weren't comfortable with, and they feel like you're kind of releasing that now and kind of focusing on yourself. And finally, we have accepting challenges. So yeah, they feel like you're focused on overcoming the challenges in your life. They feel like you have more strength now. They feel like you're trusting yourself now as well. They may not actually like this energy, but they do recognize it. They do see it. But yeah, it has them feeling a bit salty or bitter, you know. Do you have more? But yeah, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful. Be good and be safe, all right? Take care. Hey, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the fourth group, the pink tourmaline, then this reading is for you. The person on your mind, do they care about you? So we have the moon. So it feels like this person does care about you, but this could be in a surface level or in a kind of superficial kind of way. They may care about you, but maybe they don't want a relationship or a friendship with you at the moment, or they just don't want to be present for you at the moment. You know, maybe for whatever reason they could want to keep to themselves, but it feels like bottom line they do care about you, you know. For some of you, it feels like just right now they just maybe don't know you well enough. They could feel like there's a lot of confusion between the two of you as well. It feels like they are kind of afraid of exploring their feelings for you, or kind of like doing anything about it right now. So even though I do care about you, I don't really want to do anything about it, you know? For some of you, they could feel like you're coming on too strong. It feels like they care about your emotions, you know, and they care about potentially hurting you, which they don't want to do. You know, they think you're emotional, they feel like you're maybe highly sensitive, maybe even lacking stability in your life, or maybe even emotionally. And they just don't want to make things worse for you. So, like, they feel like the best thing they can do is to be, I don't know if being distant is the right word. Like, they could feel like the best thing to do is to maybe leave you alone for right now, you know? Yeah, it feels like they just don't want to impact you in a negative way. And it feels like if they do rush or if they do, you know, explore their feelings for you, it feels like they feel that they would impact you in a negative way, especially if they're seeing you as someone who is very sensitive, you know? And they also feel like right now you both have a lot of misconceptions about each other. So they feel like there needs to be clarity between you both, maybe getting to know each other better, you know, things like that, taking it slowly. So we have so pure, yet so dirty and raw. Yeah, so they feel like you're someone who's quite innocent. They feel like you are someone who's quite pure and they don't want to hurt you, it feels like. It's funny because they could see you as pure and innocent and they could see themselves as a bit dirty and raw and they kind of just feel like because of maybe the state that they're in or how they're feeling emotionally or whatever they could be going through, they feel like because you are so sensitive, like they could potentially hurt you because of who they are or where they're at in their life right now. We also have surface level. So they do feel like your connections thus far, that was clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So I don't know if you guys recently met each other, if you guys are quite new in each other's life, and even if you have known them for maybe a significant amount of time, and maybe you guys just don't know each other that well, so it still feels new, you know. But yeah, they feel like right now your connection is very surface level, and it feels like they do want to keep it that way for some time. I mean, if you're asking about anyone in a romantic way, they could be in another relationship, so that could be why they don't want to explore anything with you right now. So we have your mind back off my babe. Yeah, so they feel like you want them, but they feel like they can't give you what you need. They could also feel like you see them as yours, or you just see them as having, potential in your eyes. Maybe even, they feel like you see them as a soulmate, but they feel like they aren't your soulmate, you know? And I don't know who you're asking about, but for some of you, this may not be for everyone, but for some of you, they feel like you try to not let other people talk to them. But they could also feel like they belong to someone else. So they could feel like someone else has that energy about them, you know? And they couldn't, maybe they don't want to upset this other person as well, you know? We also have, I don't think this is going to work. So they do feel like you are trying to achieve a certain outcome with them, and they feel like it's not going to work. You know, they feel like it's not gonna, work out the way you may have planned it to. And we have it is for the best. So I had to clarify this card, and the Chariot card came out in reverse. So for some of you, they feel like it's best if you don't pursue them anymore. Okay, so some of you, if this is an ex, actually, they think it's best to not revisit the relationship you both had in the past. Do you have more from this card? Yeah, they could feel like it's best if you guys just keep things the way they are between the two of you. We also have I want you to trust me enough to let your guard down around me. So take this if it resonates, but for some of you, they feel like you shouldn't let your guard down around them, or that you shouldn't be emotional to them. Like they feel like you shouldn't express yourself to them either. And they feel like you shouldn't do this because they feel like they can't do anything about it, you know? So we have guide, follow in the footprints of greatness. So the person on your mind, they could feel like you need guidance. Like they feel like you're an awesome person as well. But they just feel like they can't give you what you need. Do you have more from this card? Yeah, they feel like you need to focus on yourself, find balance for yourself as well. Focus on being great, you know, for you. We also have ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. Yeah, they feel like they're not ready to open up their heart to love or to new love, you know? For some of you, they could already be in a relationship if you're asking about that type of connection. And they could be happy with this person, or they could, you know, want to work things out and, you know, stay dedicated to this person. And finally, we have face your fears. They also have a lot of fears when it comes to you as well. They could fear giving too much, maybe being too generous. And they could fear doing this, like giving you support, maybe being, you know, free and open with you, because they feel like they can't, like, you know, their plate could be full. Like the best way I can explain it, like their plate could be full and they feel like they can't add to that, you know? So they feel like maybe they need to be, I don't know if closed off is the right word, but they do feel like they need to maybe keep some type of distance between the two of you, okay? But yeah, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it can make sense, be helpful. Be good and be safe, all right? Take care.